Hey guys, what's happening? Jared Baker here with 5 Star Live. We've got my wonderful co-host, Bob Hamilton.
What's up, guys? I think we did it.
We did it. we got everything in there. You got the sound effects going?
I did. I did.
And they can hear us, right?
And they can hear us.
They can hear us.
I
All
think
right.
we did it right this time.
Coming live to you from the Razzle Dazzle in Council Bluffs, according to Chuck Burnley. We have a special guest with us tonight, in case you didn't see him here. Craig, the Captain Maline.
Yep, I got my cape on right here.
Is there a... Hold on. Oh, laughter. Oh,
yeah,
you were giving him laughter?
Yeah, I was
That's
giving
great.
him laughter.
We were laughing at him instead.
Oh, we got all sorts of things going on here.
When he's wearing the women's thong from the Razzle Dazzle, we give you laughter, not applause.
Well, you know, whatever it is. This is payback from you wearing Chief 3 Shock. So.
Yep, Chief 3 Shock. We got him back, and I have to give special thanks to Angie Shano. She made him this.
Yep, I got my cape. Got my cape.
And of course, it's in his favorite
Orange.
color.
Got it orange, baby. Got it orange.
It's also the donkey's color.
Yeah, I know. Nick said he had to have the blue and orange.
Being a Chiefs fan, there, it's got to hurt a little.
I'm not
The donkey.
Yeah, well, we call them the donkeys in my household.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
gotcha.
when you're a Chiefs
Okay.
fan. Yep.
Yep.
So, anyways, guys, hey, thanks for joining us. We should have a very good show here with Captain Craig.
This is our Christmas special.
Christmas special.
Yeah.
We're giving you Craig.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're all in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, bah humbug. Is this year over yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Getting close. So anyways, guys, we got Craig here with us. He's going to be, we got a couple of his cars here down here that we're pointing at. We are going to go over some of the AFX cars, the chassis. Craig, the best way I can describe him is he's too darn meticulous about setup for me.
That's not a bad
Can we
thing, though.
just go run them?
Yeah.
Well, we can.
No.
Well, we can after
no.
Craig messes with
That's
them.
true. Yeah, I've done that before.
No, we did that.
So yeah, let Craig.
This
tune
is
in and go run it.
this is definitely a good episode. If anybody's out there, take notes.
Yep,
I mean,
especially there's a race coming
Sunday.
Sunday for you guys. And thank you, Chuck, for your first comment. And also, we do have a YouTube channel.
Yes, we do.
We have a YouTube channel, so go ahead and subscribe to that.
5starhobbies.com.
5 Star
Right above
Hobbies.
Craig right here.
Yeah, it's above his head. And then we could probably put that thing on the screen there somewhere. It's tough to point. It's the wrong way. So
It's just hilarious, guys, because we were having this conversation before we even started,
Yep.
and everybody's like, everything is backwards. So, it's
So
been
yeah,
interesting.
subscribe to our YouTube channel. Chuck, looks great, sounds great. Marv, Three Amigos.
Three
I
Amigos.
like that.
I like
I
it.
like that
I like
movie.
it. Yeah.
That was a
I
good
think
one.
we all need capes next time.
Angie, capes, please.
How's that hip thing go? They do the little hip thing.
No. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed Craig because we're done with him now.
I mean,
Oh goodness.
I love that movie.
We're either done with them or you're on every single time now. One of the two. Oh god. So bear with us tonight. We're having some fun.
Definitely.
We're also, Bob and I are kind of watching the Facebook pages. We're actually broadcasting
We're
on several
trying
of them. We got the 5 Star Hobbies page. You got the AFX BBE page. You got the 5 Star Raceway page and the Rudis Motorsports page. So we're actually keeping track of 3 of the 4. We've got them.
We're trying.
Yeah,
to
we've got
keep
them in
track
front of us.
3 of the 4.
So we'll try and watch the comments on there. So comment on any of them. Chuck Burnley for a mask. Are you asking like what you would have to do for a mask? You can come on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Craig will share it with
We
you.
can sell you.
Go down the Razzle Dazzle and get one.
You can share Craig's pink eye.
Oh, these
Let's
are clean. I guarantee it.
Kelly Beller. Hey guys, what's up, Kelly? See him at the Chili Bowl soon. Actually, is he going to be there Sunday?
And actually,
Kelly, you going to be there Sunday?
Oh, I don't know if he's coming over Sunday.
I don't know. Let us know.
And actually, that's the next biggest thing that's coming up, especially for 5 Star.
Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl coming up.
Yeah,
in
Chili Bowl coming up.
January 11th.
I'm glad you know because
Yes.
I'll know the
11th
day
through the 16th.
before.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
all week. Yeah, trying to get ready for that.
Yeah, we got you guys got plenty of cars to get ready for that, huh?
We got plenty of cars to get ready for that.
So how many classes are you running?
I'm only running 2, thank goodness.
Only?
Only 2
Only
this year.
2.
So you're doing which 2 classes are you going to be running this year?
Late model and sprint car.
Okay.
410 sprint car.
Okay.
Yep.
Kelly says nope, resting the cars. The cars or the old man driving them? No, I'm just kidding, Kelly.
That's that 40 plus class, right?
The Masters class.
Masters.
There we go.
Masters.
Masters class.
That works too.
That's a justified year-old class, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, moving on. No. So, anyways, you're running 2 classes. We got your cars down here. We'll show you them later, guys. Going on a little bit here, but so you're running sprint, which is open, right?
Open.
So you can run any motor, ESC, whatever.
Combo.
Yep.
The only thing is you have to run rebars in that
Yes.
class.
Yep. Spec rebars.
In case you didn't know, we have a doorbell at the store. Nick Shano just left.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So
See you, Nick.
see ya. And he's locking the door at least, so we're locked in.
Okay.
I got a key. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
We'll
okay,
be
so
stuck here all night.
you're running those 2. Got some other AFX guys going, running all of them. Anyway, what do we got? We got some guys running sprint, late model, Midwest mod, short course mod. I think they have a wingless. I think they
Yeah, there's
do,
wingless
don't they?
class
A
too,
wingless. Yeah, there's quite a few of them going.
Yeah, there's a big group of us coming from from the Midwest here, from Nebraska and Iowa, and so should be a good turnout. It should be a lot of fun just hanging out with some friends and running little cars around the track.
Definitely. At least you hope so.
Well,
Oh yeah.
so-
I hope so.
So, but anyways, guys.
My goal is next year.
next year.
Yep. Next year.
I'm excited. Lafferty got 2 tickets to the big Chili Bowl, so I'm excited about that.
nice.
So
Yeah.
Are they for sale?
I
Probably
hope-
for the right price.
probably.
Everything's
Goose.
for sale.
Goose,
Not
Goose.
Lafferty,
Oh yeah,
Goose.
Goose. Sorry,
Goose.
yeah, Goose Ninja, aka
And-
Goose Ninja.
Oh boy. Sorry, Goose.
That was a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. Go back on our YouTube channel and you
Five
can
Star
watch
Hobbies.
that. 5 Star
On YouTube.
Hobbies. Click subscribe and then the bell or whatever. Is
Which
that what the bell?
just an update on that too, guys. We're getting close.
Getting close to 100, right?
Yeah, we're getting close. I think the last I looked was almost 75. So
So at 100, we're giving away 5-star hoodie.
5-star hoodie.
And was it 500? Was a
At 500, we're doing a
Bob's Body Shop paint job?
custom paint job,
from this
custom
guy.
body. Yep.
Yep. And we have some more of them to show off tonight later too.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't
we
mess
got-
it up.
We got all sorts of stuff. Don't mess it up.
I can if it's orange,
Well,
right?
hey, it's gotta have orange in it, or it's not fast.
You get it all messed up.
All messed up.
Go back and watch the last
well,
episode.
You gotta watch that. Yeah,
never mind.
Exactly.
Oh god.
You'll get it.
So, anyway, so we got several things going on tonight with Craig here. Craig is very good with setup, even with that ridiculous outfit. Just trust us, we'll get it to you
No,
later.
I'm not wearing this to the Chili Bowl. Not happening.
On the driver's stand.
No, not gonna.
He's got to be able to concentrate.
Chuck, he had the thong/mask hidden. Ah, I see. It's not hidden now.
No,
No.
it's in plain sight.
So,
I'm CDC,
oh, there you go.
Compatible,
There you go.
I still can't get it. I'm sorry. It's great,
Oh,
but
goodness. Well, that's good. So, anyways, give you guys some updates on what's been going on around here. We've been working hard on the Rudis stuff lately. Actually, I'm meeting with one of the guys on Monday. We are like this close to being able to sell. I believe it is the Sidewinder cars. The inlines, we're waiting for a couple parts. So Rudis is coming along. We're getting close. January 1 is our goal, and I really see us hitting that. Awesome. So we'll have some Rudis stuff here in the store. We'll put it on our website. And then we also, we got a whole bunch of stuff in the works right now. We're also going to start working on our new website, new store. The other ones, there's stuff to be desired that isn't there. And so we're going to try and update that.
Nice.
So we're getting that going. AFX BBE will be at the Chili Bowl. We will be there with if you were there last year, you saw we had a couple tents. We're going to try and do something a little different and come back there with bigger and better stuff. And we'll have plenty of stuff for sale there. Last year we thank you to everyone. We had a great year selling stuff there, and we learned also what we should have brought.
Gotcha.
So even with a great sales numbers and everything, we could have done better by having a few more things there, and that's the plan. So
So far, I think what you guys have accomplished and pretty much what you got behind us on this wall and everything is pretty. It's quite a large assortment of parts here. Pretty much everything you need for your sprint cars.
a year later, we've grown quite a bit, and
definitely.
lots of parts, and the lefty sprint has really taken off for us.
I love the lefty sprint.
Bob got to run that last time. Yep. Looks like Trevor Anthony just checked in also.
And I think we're having Nate and Tim Sutherland coming this weekend racing on Sunday as well.
Yeah, they're going to show up on Saturday about 3 o'clock. He's going to come to our house, and we're going to finish putting some electronic stuff in his late model and stuff. And
he's going to run a lefty too as well, correct?
yes.
All right.
Yes, he is.
So, I can't wait to
That'll
see
be
what he
great.
thinks about it.
Yeah, he's been running one of our kind of prototype chassis that we've had it was for a Losi. Worked out really well for him.
Doing really well with it.
So yeah, for him to go to this lefty now.
I guess I got to be careful. He's out for me, so I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
why.
true. He did.
One
Last
race
time
and-
he was saying that.
One
right?
race and I got a target on my
Yeah,
head.
called out there, Bob.
Oh, good. We got to keep
It'll be
it
fun.
exciting.
I'm looking forward to it.
No, that'll be good. And I mean, last time racing over there at the Plex for the Dirt Oval, what was the AFX cars in the sprint class? Was like 4 of the top 5 was
It was
AFX? Or
pretty much pure domination,
Was
much in both 360, 410. They won late model too, so it was pretty much the pure domination of
Nice.
the
yeah,
cars. So.
Brandon won late model.
Yeah.
And that was his first time running that car? Is that right?
Yeah, indoor.
Indoor?
Yeah, he
Okay.
ran. Yep.
So, no,
Nice.
that was great. But yeah, so we got quite a few things going on here. Tonight's going to be, I don't know, kind of a technical night, I guess. Hopefully you can show us some cool stuff here, what sets off the VTB cars,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then we've also got the street sweeper down here too.
That's our drag chassis.
Yep. This one is actually the associated version.
Yes.
Seems like
He did okay with it.
he did okay. You lost once.
I did lose one.
You did lose
It's
once.
because you're red lit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I left a little early.
But now the car is phenomenal. I
Yes.
mean, it did very well last year at the drag strip. So
It was straight.
It's
launched
very impressive.
straight down there.
Sorry, I was looking down at the cars, guys.
And
Imagine
we
what color they
have one of our biggest fans ever just wrote on here, Sherry Rowdy Maline. You can take off the mask now, newbie. I think she's embarrassed.
Okay, all right. She's embarrassed. All right.
Do you know her?
Yeah,
You do?
Yeah.
All
She
right.
claims me once in a while.
Is that better?
Is that better? Probably not.
Does that,
I should put the mask back on.
does that look like somebody you know?
Brandon says first race day on the late model. So that was his first race
Okay,
day.
so
First
so,
day, yeah.
All right.
So that's
Nice.
cool. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think he qualified second, so,
Qualified second, ended up winning.
yep.
That's good. So, I don't know, where do you guys want to go first here? Bob's got some cool paint jobs. Maybe we should check them out.
Check it out, yeah.
Well, yeah. It's. I guess we could do our product spotlight. These are.
Yeah, we'll do that first because we tend to forget that.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's when we're about ready to say goodbye, we go, hey, don't forget. we got
Yeah.
parts
By
there."
the way, basically, AFX came up with a
Midwest mod.
Midwest mod body for the 1RC cars.
Yep.
So
So
it wasn't one.
comes
So-
as EDM from the factory.
That looks sharp.
Basically, this is what a couple of them this is one of them that I came up with for display.
Yep, that one turned out great
Yeah, it looks great.
Some of Jared's favorite colors.
because I'm colorblind.
And he's good with the blue.
There, blue's fine.
Blue's good.
Well, I know blue.
I actually like blue a lot myself. But
This one's
and then,
really good.
That's cool.
This one's got a little of both of their favorite colors
Yeah.
in it.
That one actually will be fast.
If we can take a Sharpie and go over the orange stuff with black, it'll be fine.
No.
But basically, this body, I mean, it's the complete kit. It's available at 5 Star.
Yep, they're on their website.
And they go right on the the 1RC bodies, or 1RC chassis.
Comes with everything you need to mount it.
Yep, it comes with all the screws, and it's got a little nose piece and so on and so forth that goes with it as well. These I assembled, of course, so you can get the full picture of them all, but pretty easy to assemble, just like any other of the Midwest bodies.
Yeah, it looks sharp. I like
That
that.
turned out great. And you actually have one here that's like not a drag car, not an oval car. I mean,
No,
is there
is there
anything anything
I
else
do.
out there?
I don't know, it might be messed up, but
It is messed up. Chuck Burnley says, "Ugh, put the mask back on."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I figured someone would say that.
now basically I've been starting to get kind of a little bit caught up, so I was just like kind of throwing here's and there's together, and basically I had a wrestler body sitting around. I don't know what the hell I'm going to use it for, but
It's a showpiece.
this is basically what I end up coming up with.
Wow.
So that's all paint on there.
This is
right?
all paint
Yep. That
for
looks sharp.
a Traxxas Rustler. We did the headlights and the grill and everything in it too as well.
So there you go.
Yeah.
At 500 YouTube channel likes, that could be yours.
That could be.
That'd be awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, yeah. So I mean, otherwise everything's going pretty good. Everything's been full in effect, and I think I've got a couple to try to finish up before Christmas.
yeah, we
and,
don't want to jinx you, but you said you're getting caught up.
Well, getting there, yes. But yeah, basically where I would like to be.
Okay,
And
all right.
then next week, sorry folks, I'm not doing anything. So it's family time, and
You could almost say you're done for the year, right?
pretty much, yeah,
Yeah.
done for the year, and then we'll start up, right at the beginning again.
Yeah,
so.
to hell with this year anyway, huh?
Yeah, COVID.
COVID, drink.
I think Cynthia needs a drink.
No, Cynthia, quarter scale.
Quarter scale.
Quarter
Yeah,
scale.
Quarter
Yep.
scale.
Yep, that's a lot of drinks, Cynthia. Get drinking there.
That was
Let's
at the
see.
banquet.
For those
Yep.
of you that get on here for your drinking purposes, we can help you out with that.
Yep, COVID quarter scale. Keep drinking. Yep. So yeah, Bob and I are trying to keep up here on these.
Yep.
On here, we're getting lots of some good comments on here. Tyler says he's gone for 42 minutes, and look what happens. I think he's referring to you.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's
It
good.
got out of town.
So anyways.
So yeah, that's pretty much.
What should we? You want to start with drag car or oval? Should we try the drag car
Might as
first?
well.
All right,
start with the
we'll
drag
grab
car.
that one there.
That was the biggest, and then we can get it out in between.
Yeah.
Get it out of the
Yeah,
way.
get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
So
That's
this
a big
one. So who painted that body?
Some guy.
Bob Hamilton.
Did he know what color to use?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he knew.
Didn't have to ask.
Yep. No, I didn't have to ask.
Okay, so for getting, what's the 270 reference?
270 was my Grandpa Miller's stock car when
Okay.
he raced dirt oval here in Nebraska. So, and Grandpa was the 1955 NASCAR champion for Nebraska. So
Really?
yeah,
That's
so,
pretty neat.
So that's why the cars are all orange, and that's usually why I have a 7, because when he was a car owner, his cars were 7. So
Okay.
that's where the 7 comes from. So.
And I remember you asking about the 270, and I was like, I thought that was pretty awesome. I really like to include stuff like that for people because it means something.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it makes it special. I mean,
Yep.
and if
Yeah.
you guys look at this car, there's no scratches on it.
Usually the top
Usually.
is rough.
Usually.
And this is not. It's still smooth. So that tells
This
you
car
something
did very well, and
about how
yes,
he's
this
got
was
it tuned.
ran last year.
So
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, it tells you something about his tuning abilities.
I mean,
let's say.
2020 was something else, but we did get to do some racing this year.
We did. We got what did we get, like four or five events.
See the
up at
teamwork,
the
dreamwork?
airport there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
But yeah, I put the car together, and like I said, it's carbon fiber.
this is the street sweeper.
Street Sweeper Associated version. I put a stick pack in it just because I was trying to get a little bit more front nose weight. It's like, and better amp draw with the motor. And I don't know. I think the first time I was out, it was running like 230, something like that. So it was really moving. And then after that, which I found out I kind of blew the speed control a little bit. And so it was only running about 2.5, 2.6s, but I finished the rest of the year out with
2.5, 2.6 with a blown ESC.
Yeah, so blown ESC, and I didn't want to change it, so
So
I
I
just
think
left it.
your
so.
6 foot time about doubled because of that.
Yes, it did. It was really because it cog for like the first six inches or whatever, or first feet. It was cog, and then it would just go.
launch.
It's almost
it would
like
take
you're
off.
bracket racing. Like, go ahead and get out in front of me, and I'll run you down.
Yeah, it was pretty. But
So-
the biggest thing about this car is that everybody was surprised about was it just goes straight. I mean, just straight down the road. And we had a couple of guest drivers that just kind of tested it during the day. Lafferty drove it, Ninja.
Goose. Yep.
Goose. He drove it, test drove it, and just goes straight as an arrow. So the cars are really balanced. And only thing basically we really did was we put, it's a short course car, but we put the buggy front arms on and in the front and the rear.
So
Okay.
so now you use the SC61 kit in it, right? Or you can now the SC62 is shipping. We should have ours, I think, either
Yeah.
tomorrow or Monday. So you can use SC61 or 62 with it, and then you put the buggy front arms on it, and then the buggy rear arms on
Yep,
it, right?
and then you have to change to the buggy axles. Put the 67 millimeters axles on it. And
What
that's-
about the shocks? Did you leave? Are those from the short course kit?
Those are from the short course kit. Yep.
Okay.
Those are exactly the way it comes from the kit.
So between the street sweeper kit, which we got behind us here somewhere, and the bag that all comes with, the SC6 kit, really you just
Yeah.
get the arms
Get her in there.
and you're good to go. So there you go. Guys, a good close-up shot of that there. Got some applause for it. That's great.
We're trying tonight. We got to use the buttons. We didn't use any last episode.
If you look at it, you can see that the car just I'm holding it here.
balanced.
In the middle.
It has a lot of droop in the car, and there's a reason for that. But when I set this thing on the ground, this thing just kind of goes, just coaches down, and it gets really low, and it does a real good job of transferring weight to the rear.
So, I mean, what would be the reason for the droop?
Well, I like to have a lot of droop in the front because when this is sitting
He's gonna
here,
hit me in the eye.
I'm sorry. So when this thing's sitting here and then the weight transfers to the front end's got to come down.
Okay.
It has to come down, otherwise you're not going to have any steering. If the wheels are up in the air. So just that first 60 feet, it gets pretty light and then it settles down and then.
Well,
it
I mean,
steers.
and in the rear, do you like to have a little bit? I mean, your droop in the rear, obviously, because you need some kind of motion
Yeah, and that's
as well for the.
Right, and I drag race motorcycles too, and the whole deal is that you want the rear end to squat, for the traction, but then you want the rear end to come up really slow, come out there because you don't want it to quickly come up
unload it.
because it'll unload the tire and then you'll spin
then-
it.
okay.
So that's the whole deal is you want the weight to transfer and then have this slowly come up. And then we would do that with oil, we do that with pistons.
And then you got to realize too that as this car is going down the track, these tires are going to get bigger
Yes.
because
He's
they
to
expand.
Get, oh, there we go. All right, because he's going to get you in the eye and me in the nose.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sitting farther back a little bit, so it's kind of hard. But when I first put it on there, I was trying different things with the speed control, and I couldn't get it to go, and trying different timing in the motor, and I just couldn't get it to go, and I'm like, what is going on? So finally, towards the end of the day, I finally put some more teeth to it, and then all of a sudden it just woke up, just woke right
So
up.
yeah, so basically, when it end all, did you find that like some people in drag race will go just nuts with timing on a motor,
Yes.
and basically kind of finding out that that's not really what you want to do. As far as if you want to get the best performance out of a motor, there's usually a sweet spot for that timing on every motor.
Well, I feel that there's only 90 degrees to mess with.
Okay.
However 90 degrees you get there, that's how you get there. Either a lot of timing in the motor and less timing in the speed control to get 90, or you do less timing in the speed control, less timing in the motor and then you do more timing in the speed control.
Gotcha.
Whatever, but 90 is about the max that you can do.
With your speed control and the timing, you can also layer that, correct?
Oh, yeah, you can get a little crazy.
Yeah. There's all sorts of
Because
stuff
there's like a
there.
boost. You can do like a boost
Boost and a
setting,
turbo.
Boost and turbo. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can get pretty fancy. But
So-
So basically, you could probably, pretty much once you get the car set up, you could pretty much dial the car in by ESC at that point if depending on the track conditions and so on and so
Taking the
forth, like if
power.
you wanted to take a little power out,
Yeah.
or put a turbo in, maybe like half track because it's a little looser, taken off. So basically, once you get to that point and the car is pretty much dialed, you're going to kind of do some adjustments with that as far as per track.
Yeah, it's just we're doing the same thing with electronics in these cars as those guys down in Tulsa are doing with their big cars. It's the same thing. They're they're
Like
they're
his
taking
second
it out.
stage of nitrous,
Big
and
chief.
first stage. Yep.
Big cheese.
Because he
yeah.
doesn't know anything.
I've seen him in person. I would not say that to him.
Oh no, I wouldn't either. Not in person. I love Big Chief actually.
Okay. So Chuck Burnley.
As I'm backtracking to save my ass.
Chuck Burnley says, "How did Craig know to make the changes, etc., for the drag car reading, etc.?" So I'll try and interpret that a little. So reading, are you pulling logs off the speed control?
Yep.
So
we're pulling logs.
is there one thing you look for on there? Is there several things? Do you combine them? Is there one thing you're like, don't worry about that?
Well, you can.
Well, that's a secret. No.
No, you could. There's a lot of data loggers back in the day when we used to run pan cars. We were putting Novak data loggers in them, and so we learned a lot about amp draw. Running pan car, and then now the data loggers that we have now, whether it's Tekin or Hobby Wing or whatever, to me, I don't think there's really any difference with them, But yeah, it's you can see wheel speed in there. You can see how much amp spike that you're running, and
You can see like the voltage of your battery too. You can see how if you got a
like
good
hopping
battery
off,
or not.
see
You
how far it dips down and
Yep.
stuff like that. So it's
And there's,
it's a science, that's for sure.
and there's one a new speed control. Well, it's not so much new anymore. It's newer. The Macklin DRK 160. We don't have any of those yet. We've got them coming. Those were specifically built for drag racing.
Now, aren't they supposed to have like profiles in them? I mean, basically, it's got like a drag racing profile.
Yeah, so that's something we'll be getting in. We'll be trying that. And guys, when you come out and race with us this next summer, come talk to Craig, talk to me, talk to Bob, whatever. I mean, we're not afraid to help you guys out.
We want everybody to be able to do well.
You guys come here and get our street sweeper kit. We'll get you hooked up with electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Just what we're running is we'll take the file and give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so you guys want some help? You help us, we'll help you. Goes both ways. So yeah, the drag car. I mean, a lot of people think, well, you're just going straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess basically in the end all too. I mean, what motor did you end up going with on this?
I put a 5.5 in here because that's what I had in the box. So that's just
and it's done very well. So I mean,
but I mean, if you go to the if you talk to the drag world, I mean, everybody's running a 4.5 in these cars is what everybody's running.
Few running 3.5s, but 4.5 seems to be the one.
Yeah.
And there's the King of Streets is coming up in Vegas in February.
Yes.
And I believe they're full, 256 entries.
Yeah.
$100
I
a
was gonna
piece.
say, that's
it's like a
$100
20.
to enter, I think.
I think they're taking some money for putting on the show or whatever. But it's like a $23,000 pot for the winner.
Wow.
Somebody's going to
And then
razzle dazzle.
Tekin is throwing in another couple grand, I think, or maybe $5,000. If you run a Tekin speed control, Tekin motor, and you win, they'll give you another $5,000.
Nice.
Holy cow!
So I mean, it's crazy. I don't know that we'll be out there. We'll certainly try one way or the other, but that no prep world, those guys are hitting.
When's that at? When's it? You say?
Vegas in
Vegas.
February, I believe.
February.
Scott, if you're on there,
I can go to Vegas in February.
Scott,
I'd be okay with that.
Shouldn't be any snow down there in that time, would there?
I wouldn't think so.
just COVID.
Just COVID.
Just
Yeah,
COVID.
So, but bring your mask.
I might get in trouble.
I'll bring my
in Vegas,
mask.
though.
I'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
I got it right here.
Go to the razzle dazzle in Vegas.
It's a little more high class.
Only Bob would know that. That's
As I said, I'd be in trouble in Vegas.
So yeah, making these go straight. So with these cars, when you launch them, I know. So if you launch it and it's pulling to the left, what's the first thing you look at?
basically tweak or making sure that you got the the collars on both sides even. That's pretty much the first thing that you probably want to do. But like I said, I'm Captain Crossweight, so I'm scaling this. I'm scaling this car. I scale every single
So it's
car.
scale, kind of like the scale on the scale setup board that we sell.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we have one of those.
Available at 5 Star.
Yeah,
Shameless
5 Star.
plug.
Yep. Scott says 22,000 plus in winnings. Here's a great question. Sean Stogdill. You know him?
Yes.
You do? Okay. What do I do if I'm slow?
Sean?
Yeah.
Get faster.
Quit running your crawler and get your drag car. How about that?
If you want to go faster,
Sean, you did great, and then you bowed out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
so
come on,
Sean. You were on the up and up.
Sean was almost had a bounty on him there for a while.
Yes, he did.
Sean had the bounty. Now Craig's got the bounty.
And Matt Giles.
Matt Giles does in the quick 16.
It's in the quick 16. Overall, he's got the bounty on his head right now.
Yep, he's got the target on his back, his head.
I think some Rudis cars are going to probably.
Yep.
I'm going to have a car, I think, next year for that. So.
I think Rudis car is going to have a showing for that one.
Yes, quick 16 should be loaded up with that. So, Matt, are you on here?
I don't know if he has been. I need to message him. Hey, get on the 5-star.
Make sure he knows that we're messing with him.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he knows it. He loves it.
Good. We can send the link later.
So we got. Let's see. Josh Howard needs a street sweeper. No, Josh needs to keep his machines running and keep our parts coming.
Yes. We need parts.
So no, Josh, don't worry about playing. Just keep working.
There you go.
Let's see what else we got here. John Matthews, Missouri here. All right. Iowa here, but not right now.
Well,
Nebraska. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I think we're about caught up there. Scott says 22,000 plus in winnings. Yeah, that's absolutely incredible for a drag race.
Is
RC
insane.
cars.
RC cars.
Hobby.
I hope whoever wins has security walking out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 22
Couple bodyguards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like,
Way too much.
buying and winning that in Vegas. That is not a
you
good
can
place.
double it right away.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could just lose it all, and you're like, okay, whatever. I came here to race RC cars. So, but that's pretty crazy.
Sean says that Matt says no porta potty, no Maddie show. All right, we'll get a porta potty out there again.
No Maddie show.
Yeah, Matt Giles, I assume.
Oh,
so
okay.
We had a porta potty out there. We didn't for the last one, but we can get another one.
Oh yeah,
they're still
we can make
available.
that happen.
COVID didn't take those away.
No, they didn't.
So yeah. Anyways,
there's a cornfield.
That too might be beans next year.
Beans.
We won't go into that story for me, but whatever.
Yep. No. So, anyways, the drag stuff here. I mean, it's just absolutely exploding. It's crazy.
It is. It's crazy, and we're definitely 5 Star is going to be ready next year for.
We'll be ready.
A great year, and I think with all the rules and everything that everybody's come up with, it's going to be a fun year.
In our 2 series, we got the no prep and the prep series.
Exactly. So I mean, there's
this car here could run both series.
Yeah.
And actually, so the no prep, great. You got your rubber tires on. For the prep, you're allowed to switch them out to whatever you want. You want to put foams on there. You want to put 2.2s on there. You can do that.
For those of you who didn't get enough racing last year, I mean, there's going to be plenty of racing this year. So I mean, or this coming year. Sorry, we're not there
still
yet.
This year, but we meant what you knew.
Yep.
So we're good.
I hear what you say.
Scott says, Scott Glasscock says, me and Cooper are coming for the track record. I bet you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be great to have Scott come out here and race with us.
Oh yeah.
Scott was on 2 episodes ago with us, 2 or 3, something like that.
2.
Yeah.
And
He did a good job.
Scott's been running the Rudis cars for quite a while. I've known Scott for I don't know how many years now, probably close to 10 more than 10 years, I bet. Drag race motorcycles with him. But yeah, Scott runs Rudis cars. He's big into the Pro Mod. His son Cooper's running Pro Mod also. He's got a street sweeper kit. Now he's got the Traxxas version that we make. So I think he's getting that put together. So yeah,
the
we're
Traxxas car is a good car conversion. It's just I went with Associated just because I have Associated cars, so I'm just more familiar with it. So
Yep. Yeah, we've had both of them running pretty good times. I think I had one running 2.2s or 2.3s not last year, the year before, a Traxxas one.
Yep.
But no, they're great cars. And then King of Streets, if you, I mean, the internet, everything's true on the internet. And the guys on the internet
100%.
are saying, there's 2.0s, 1.9s. They think it's going to be a 2.0, 1.9 car to win that race.
wow,
Really?
Yeah, no prep. So those guys are now it's a brand new street. No one's ever been there, so who knows? Maybe it's gonna be a 2.2 car, 2.3 car. Who knows? But
wow.
So
that's
yeah.
And that's, I mean, those are pretty much that's strictly street eliminator, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like for your SCT based
Yep.
vehicles, right?
I think it's just the outlaw class. I don't know if they're doing 13.5. I don't know if anyone knows. Chime in here.
Because I got a 13.5 that doesn't have a 13.5 rotor in it.
We have a claim rule.
I know, that's the only thing. That's a lot of money, man. I hope there isn't a whole big,
Oh, yeah.
I hope there's not a lot of. I hope it's clean.
I do too.
Everybody stays.
You don't
true and honest.
you
Or
put
something
that-
like that.
Scott says it's just outlaw out there. So,
Okay.
hey, Tim Sutherland. Hey, guys, Nate Sutherland and I are listening in. All right, we'll let you get off once for being late, but thanks for joining us. We already talked about you quite a bit.
Yep.
His ears
It was
burning.
all good things.
I can set that over
that'd
here
be
to
awesome.
the side, Craig, so that way you don't have to keep holding that.
Rob Fowler has a good question here, actually. This could be a whole show alone right here.
Oh, geez, buddy.
So is there a big
I'm an extra
benefit?
large.
Is there a big benefit in the mid-motor approach as appears to a rear? He says slash, but I mean,
Yeah.
so that's the street sweeper chassis for both our Traxxas and Associated. You can do mid-motor or rear motor with both of them. You literally
Yeah.
flip the transmission around.
You
So
can.
is there is there a reason why you go with one over the other, or is it preference, or what do you see? What makes up your mind for that?
That's why I kind of went with the B62D car,
'cause it's mid-motor.
because you can do mid motor and a layback motor, so you can kind of move that bill because it's rear
think-
weight percentages, the front weight percentage is huge, and if you're going to run on a no prep track, then yeah, I'd run the layback. But if you're going to go to a high bite, just high bite,
You can. I get what you're saying. I think what it comes down to is basically like you're saying, you scale all of your vehicles. Now that's one thing that I was really getting into before the end of this season, is really using the scale to determine where my weight was, whether it be, I think, a mid motor or even a back motor like a slash or something. You've got to know where that weight's at, and if you got to adjust it because you want certain percentages up front and out back and side to side. I mean, it's a big deal too, because
Especially in a drag car.
yeah, you definitely don't want to have 70% weight on one side and then 30% on the other. I mean,
well, that's the deal, because you go down the track and you run really well and you run the best times you ever run. It's like you kind of need to know a little bit. Well, what was that?
why you ran that?
Why did that? So that way, when you do put it in the fence or whatever and you break it, you can build it back together and somewhat.
So I mean, I think
results.
to kind of go with this question. I mean, I don't. There's probably really not like a huge advantage over mid to rear engine car. It's basically how it's set up.
How it's set up.
But the thing is about the associated one, it is kind of nice though, because you have a couple options as far as where you can place that weight and set it up compared to a rear motor.
The other thing too,
rear motor is on the rear, and that's about all you can really do.
and we've got, so with our rules, and just like the no prep national rules, you have a minimum weight requirement. So if you have that motor rear, mid, whatever, and you're still 16 ounces, 10 ounces, whatever it is, below that, now you get to choose where you put that weight.
Exactly.
So you can put it wherever you want. And to me, I think with these cars running 1.9s, 2.0s now, they're hitting 70 mile an hour.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
to me, at 70 mile an hour, just layman's terms thinking here, I mean, mid motor seems, once you get on that top end, is going to handle better.
Yeah.
You don't have that weight hanging off the rear
Off the
end.
rear, yeah.
So
A lot of and a lot of the rear motor ones, it seems to be. If you look at a lot of people's setups that are running very well with those, they have a lot of weight up front
yes, yeah, you did
to counterbalance it.
Yep.
But
You
I mean,
know,
and that's
and
why I
it's
like
like-
also like the bracket racing that we do, because you don't have to have the fastest car.
No, you don't.
and you just got to
Consistent.
Sean can bring his crawlers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Actually, you can.
Yeah.
People won with crawlers.
Yep.
So
I think we actually had 1 or 2 races where the
Crawler
ran.
won.
Yeah,
So-
it won.
And Sean actually says, "I'll be back. Car is ready, and like usual, I'll be SE Chump."
SC
Chump. I think he meant to type that. So Sean Chump. Okay. All right, we got a new name for you there.
Love you, Sean.
Let's see. Michael Hahn, are you running locked or open diff?
Oh, that's a good
Or
question.
what are you running for a diff? Gear or ball?
I am running the ball diff in that car.
Are you really?
Are you really? Wow.
Yep.
I that's pretty impressive.
We have him hooked up to a lie detector machine. It says he's lying.
Nope. Nope. That is a ball diff right out of the package. I mean,
Wow.
right out of the kit. Yep.
So ball diff in that. So there you go. So I'm assuming you don't have it just crank down.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
nobody does
No,
that.
I'm running.
Anyways,
I have the
but
slipper clutch on it too, and
you use the slipper quite a bit to tune the launch.
I was playing around with that, but
Sorry, guys, I was
it's-
looking at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Sorry about that.
It's still over
No, I'm running the slipper clutch on it. Yeah, it's definitely a good tuning to get the launch down right. Yeah, it really is. So helps a lot.
So
And FYI to everybody, you don't want to crank down a ball diff.
diff.
That's not a good idea.
Go ahead. If you're in the lane next to me, go ahead and crank it
Yeah,
down.
I mean, if you like replacing them, yeah, that's
Yep.
cool. But yeah, it's not
So-
a good idea.
We sell parts here at Five Star.
Yeah, we have new ball diffs. So
Special non-smashable balls for your ball diff.
We just ordered.
That's a joke.
We just
joke.
ordered some ceramic thrust bearings today
Did
too.
we?
So yes, we
Good.
did.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
About
So-
some Kashami shock bodies.
You don't need those.
Yeah, but they're cool.
Well, they are cool.
But there are plenty of shock bodies over there. We got more coming
Yeah,
too.
We
They
have
do,
more
yeah.
coming.
So let's see. Sean says he did type that on purpose. All right, so he's going to be the SE Chump. So I think we'll have a special sticker for your car. There we go. How about that?
Yep.
Michael Hahn, any ball diff available for Slash? They made one years ago and they discontinued. I actually had a couple of them at one point.
Yeah.
I think I've got half of one right now.
Yeah. Anymore, they don't.
Lot-
I think even like at one time it was not Thorpe. Thorpe is like old, but
Another one that made them.
no. What's the? I'm losing my train of thought for the company that makes
We'll let you-
aftermarket gears, metal gears, and so
Robinson Racing.
Robinson Racing.
There we go.
I believe Robinson Racing, like a long time ago, they used to make one
one.
for the Slash too as well. But
I don't remember that.
it
Seems like a lot of the
discontinued.
Slash guys are running the Pro Line
Yeah.
transmission diff.
That's a new one out because it's 32 pitch throughout the whole transmission, but it also does have a sealable diff, so it's tunable
Gear diff.
with fluid.
Yeah, because the stock diff, it's not sealed, and
Yeah,
a
you
lot
can
of people
put
just pack it with
you can put
grease.
diff
and-
fluid in the stock one, but it will run out. I
Yep.
mean,
Red and tacky.
yep.
Yep.
And you
so,
know,
so yeah, the ball diff for the Slash.
kind of out on that.
Yeah, I said I think I've got half of one left. I
Yeah.
started with 2 years ago. No, it seems like a lot of guys running that gear diff. Some people are locking them. Well, there's several different ways to do that. I think Hot Racing has a locker that you actually mount in the diff, if I remember right.
Yep.
And then there's also some other guys that make the Mod
TRC
1.
makes a set of gears that
Yeah.
is, I mean, it is locked solid.
Yes.
It doesn't move one bit at all.
Marv has a great question, but unfortunately, you're not going to like the answer. He says, could you do the next episode from the Razzle Dazzle? No, because it's winter, it's torn down, and we'd be doing it outside.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's level.
I really wasn't impressed the last time I was there either, so yeah, I don't know.
I've never been.
The razzle
So,
dazzle.
anyways,
I'm not afraid to admit it.
Sean says he has a hot racing sealed with 500K. So,
Yeah.
And then John Serber, love the Proline transmission. I needed another one, Jared. Those stupid things are tough to get.
Yes, they are.
They're worth their weight in gold right now, and gold went up today. Yeah, those are good transmissions. As soon as we can get them, guys, we will. All these companies are having trouble keeping up. One, just the whole damn COVID China thing. Another thing, you got these the King of the Streets coming up. And
Yes.
these guys are trying to get stuff for that. Trying to get tires now is ridiculous. So yeah,
And there's
it's
a lot
just-
of new tires out too. I mean,
Oh, there's
everybody's
so
been-
many out now. You can't even
Yeah.
keep track of them. It used
Oh,
to be
yeah.
there was, 5.
Yeah. Now you got
no
Big
less.
Daddies. J Concepts has come out with a big tire too as well.
And J-Con
And
actually
wheel.
has a belted tire that not many people know about.
Yep, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
And belted, that seems to be the new thing
And
too.
there are a lot of guys running the DE tires too.
DEs are great.
So there's a slew of tires out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I like the DE tires.
DE worked great. I think clay compound is what most people are running. They're the super softs, clay, and then there was a soft, I believe.
Yeah.
I think there's the 3 of them. Seems like all of them have that. There's even some that have like a super soft long run or something. I can't remember what
Oh,
they were.
long wear.
Long wear. Yeah, they're. I can't remember which brand that was
I
now.
think that's kind of like a oxymoron.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But
Super soft never
but-
lasts very long.
yeah. So there.
Talking about tires.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode.
Oh, my God.
Are you falling asleep back there?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, I think he's ready to move on
Move
because he's
on.
grabbing a new car. So, what do we got here?
We have the B6 2D late model that from Five Star Hobby and associated car. And like I said, I just got this car. I just got this car and the Lefty basically February of 2020. That's the first time I got these cars.
Not even a year ago.
So I haven't even had these cars a year. And, we've been running them all summer and we've been just getting faster and faster with them at every single track we've been going to. So, and it's been really a lot of fun. The guys have been. We've had a lot of sub help from Brandon, and he's been really helpful with the setup. Brandon Heitschu, and with these cars, and basically it's a pretty much we set it up the late model pretty much just like our Lefty sprint car. They're almost identical. The setup's almost identical to where those cars are, but.
So this one again.
I'm taking
it's-
notes on this one.
And notice he's not getting it close to the camera. No.
Well, we can do a little bit.
No. So this one here, same thing. You take our kit that we have hanging on the wall here for the late model. Has all the carbon fiber pieces, and then you use the B6 kit, B6 1 or 2.
B6 1 or 2.
Yep, and make your car here. I mean, it's pretty straightforward then with that kit.
Yep.
Now,
So-
what's the? I mean, basically with the 6.1 and 6.2, I don't know if. This is a 6.1.
This is a 1.
Okay. And I don't. Have you built a 6.2 yet?
Yeah, the 6.2 is the sprint car.
Okay. And so, have you seen like any major changes between the two? Or?
Not a huge difference in changes, but I do like the rear kingpins for the rear hubs on the B6.2 a lot better.
Okay.
Isn't
that supposed to be like one of the major ones? Is because it's like the B74.
Yep,
Okay.
B74, and then also it has the the B74 rear hubs.
Okay.
And that is basically the major changes is the rear end of the car
Okay.
on that. So, but it's the same rear arms, same
Okay.
rear same arms.
Okay.
Now the transmissions didn't change between the 1 and 2, right?
No, they're the same.
But between the B6 and B6 1 is where the footprint changed, I believe.
Right. Well, the B62D, you get the lay down and the lay,
Okay.
the lay down and the lay
The
back.
two- the two
You get
options.
both options. That's why it's
Okay.
kind of nice to get the 62D. So
Okay.
So what's your secret setup?
go fast, turn left.
Go fast. As you know,
So-
you see, you got to ask questions because
Yeah.
we're recording this. It's like, a
Ask
setup
up,
sheet
guys.
that I can look back
Yeah.
on all the time.
Yeah. Someone on here said they were taking notes. I don't know. Scott did, I think.
But yeah, no, we took it. The first race we took it over to Grand Island, to the Hastings track there. We took it over there and ran really well with it. I think I finished third first time out with it, and I really didn't have any idea what I was doing with it at first race. I really didn't. I honestly tell you.
How many times do you actually say that? I've heard you say it once now.
Yeah.
Now, was this track were you running on like was it a looser track?
It was Jensen's RC track there, a loose dirt track.
Oh, in Aurora.
In Aurora.
Yep.
Okay.
And like I said, I was running everything kind of in the center of the chassis because I thought I needed that, and come to find out, the car just keeps getting better and better the further I move stuff to the left. So, I started off with a servo in the center and moved them to the left, and now the battery's to the left. Now the speed control's over there. Got a little bit of lead on there.
On the right side there.
On the right side there.
So did you find that you moved too much over there and you wanted to put a little bit back on the right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
Is that- okay.
And basically that 7 grams there, you don't think that makes a big difference, but on the scales it made a huge difference on the counterbalancing weights of the car. So worked really well. So
So now, a lot of the oval guys, and we sell a lot of them too, are they run the left rear arm has a brass arm for the outer arm. So those guys are trying to get more left rear weight. Now with this car, do you already have it? Is there? I mean, I
Yeah.
see you don't have any on there, so
yeah, the only lead on this whole car is this 7 grams.
that's the only extra weight on that car.
There is no brass hub. There's no brass arm, and Brandon and I, Haichu and I, we just don't run a lead on our car. We really don't. I mean, if you do see lead on our car, it may be 7 or 14 grams maybe in the front.
Basically, you try to use the car to its advantage with what you have.
Yeah,
And
we
try not
we
to
try to
add any
move
more.
we try to move the weight around with using the battery or the motor. The battery and the motor are the two heaviest
So
things in the car.
we're still racing, so less weight, right?
Yes, yep, less weight's better.
Can you put that transponder further up front?
Well,
gonna say something, but
I was going to, but the wire's not quite long enough. I don't know. But that's where I stuck it. So.
Anybody who's been racing, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
yep.
So, but no, great car. The chassis is fantastic. Like I said, it's got some really nice little cutouts in it. A few, not a whole lot, because I'm not really a big fan of chassis flex. I like a little bit, but not a whole lot. There's some different cars out there that have Swiss cheese chassis, and they work really well. But I think the chassis, deteriorate after a while, and then the car doesn't work, and then it's all of a sudden you go, I put a new chassis on it, it works. But
It's kind of like, it ends up turning into spaghetti after a while.
yes,
So now, one thing Bob asked you about there on the drag car was droop. So
Yes.
these actually have the droop screws.
yes.
So I guess explain that without using up the next hour.
Oh my God. The droop screws are there basically to adjust.
You got some up here.
Yep. There's 2 here and then 2 in the back for the rear on the back side here, on this side here. But basically what we use those droop screws for is when we're at the track making hot laps, and we can put our wrenches in there to adjust the droop to change how the car weight transfers from front to rear, and we can adjust the car that way to make the car turn better or worse or whatever. Sometimes you mess it up, but
Kind of depends on what you're wanting it to do.
But like I said, but our base setup that we do for 5 Star is that we don't run any droop screws attached in the car at all. We make sure we do all that with the limiters inside the shocks. Front and rear, we do that, and that's just our base setup. And then if we need something, the last time I used my droop screws in the front was I was at a high bite track, and I was coming out of the corner and pulling wheelies, and I just adjusted the screws up. So I took the droop out of the car, moved the front A-arms up.
Okay.
And then when I got on the gas, it went transfer the weight so the car would not wheelie.
So you're making the car
That's
pick
pretty
up the
awesome.
weight of the car sooner rather than later.
Yep.
It's kind of getting a head start when it has more droop.
Yep. So it's but that's usually what we
Write
use the
that
droop
one
screws.
down.
That's what we're using the droop screws for, is at the track, running hot laps.
Let's see, we got a couple things here. Tim Sutherland, don't tell them Craig Maline, LOL. No, we're not letting him go until he tells us everything. Marv Carter, let's scale it on this episode. Post pics.
No, we're not doing that.
Well, let's get one that's completely backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Soltow, is that the car you run at the Plex?
No,
Nope, why not?
because I haven't built another new one. I'm still running my B5 car. Beat my Five Star V5 car at the Plex. I'm still running that conversion kit at the Plex.
So Brandon actually has this same kit that he ran last time.
Yes, yeah.
So
Brandon
now-
has the new car.
and you have this set up for outside. You have an outside car and an inside car. So
Yep, yep.
so in your next one to build is a late model.
I'm saving this one for the Chili Bowl. This is a car I'm
I
taking
say
to the
the
Chili
Plex
Bowl.
is also a high bite track.
Yeah.
Very high.
So-
body, yep.
Yep. And it'll be in a little different configuration for the Chili Bowl, but it'll be pretty close to the same.
In Chili Bowl, they have a different tire you have to run too, I believe. The
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
We got
Is
to
that
run the
right? Yep.
Hoosier angle block and chain links fronts. So
Okay.
we have to run there. So.
Now, don't you have to? You have to run that in 360 at the Plex, though, right? And then you have to run the angle blocks,
Which
and the
is
chain links.
fantastic because I'm learning about
Exactly.
I'm learning of how to run the Hoosier tires. So it's been really beneficial.
So I
See,
just
I
saw
got
you
it
spin
on,
that there. So are you running ball diff or gear diff in this?
Ball diff in this
Ball
one.
diff.
Yeah, ball diff in this.
Is that going to matter whether you're on high bite or loose dirt? Are you going to go from gear to ball, or what do you do?
Pretty much the dirt oval community runs ball diff.
Do they?
Pretty much ball diff.
Nobody's ever really gone to a gear diff.
Oh, there's guys run
Gear
gear
diffs.
diffs, but most generally, most everybody in the dirt oval world runs ball
Seems
diffs.
like short course mod. There's guys throwing 4-pole motors on them. Those guys are
Okay,
running
those
gears.
guys are running gear
Yeah.
diffs.
What?
Yeah, they're running.
And,
yeah.
and Mud Boss, they run gear.
And mud box.
Because there's no ball diff available for
Yes,
Slash.
exactly.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd ever touch on that. We've touched on it twice in one episode.
Yeah, I know. COVID.
Ball diff for /COVID. Quarter scale.
I got on here from Raceway, 5-star Raceway, 5-star Hobby Raceway. Jason Scheffler. He's one of the guys that have been in our group for quite a while. He used to custom make a bunch of stuff for the guys in our group, but he says, "Hey guys, just want to say miss you all, and I'm regrouping and want to get into some of this and gathering a group here to come race." That sounds awesome.
Awesome. Nice.
That'd be cool.
That'll be great to see Jason back into this hobby. He got him.
Well,
he
he
got
moved
into
out.
himself into some bigger cars.
Okay.
You know.
Full size cars.
Yeah, and he had to move and
Moved out west, Grand Island or somewhere around there. I thought something
moved out further. Yeah.
further.
And then Jared Mills says
Canada?
Tulsa, Oklahoma here.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yep.
We will be
That's
in
awesome.
Tulsa, Oklahoma
Yep.
soon.
Like 30 days. I think it's like 30 days or
30
so.
days.
Yep.
All right.
Counting.
All right.
But the biggest thing I just wanted to point out on the car is that, our B5 car that we had was really, really well. But then ever since that we went to the 3D printed front end bulkhead, on the 6.0 and then the 6.1, now the 6.2, that was a game changer. That was a total game changer for us here at Five Star. That just set our cars above everybody else.
Now that's included in the kit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that actually brings up a very good point. Someone's going to come to you and say, why should I buy the VTB car? Or is that your first thing as a front end?
Yes.
And if so, give me your cheesy sales pitch on it.
Cheesy salesman. Basically, it's the camber, the adjustable camber links. You can adjust the arms individually to each other, and then with the different inserts that you can put in here, you can adjust the camber more or less, whatever you want to do. But this front end was the game changer for our cars compared to everybody else that's on the market.
So there's
right now.
some blocks right here that are held on by a screw there.
So you'd almost say the adjustability factor of the front end.
And then we
is-
make different degrees, from 25, 30, 35.
Is that them little color dealies that come in the kit?
No,
those are
That's a whole different
shims.
episode.
Okay.
Bob ran oval once, so we'll let him go.
I'm like, do I put these on, Craig? No. Okay.
I'm trying to look on the wall there to see where we have them. Actually, if you guys kill
come
some
in a-
time here, I'll
they come in
I'll
a
go
kit.
find them.
Yeah, they're the caster shims, and it's basically what we're doing is we're changing the roll center of the car with those shims. But
That sounds a little complicated.
Most generally, we tried to set the car up, with a base setup as is, and then do some fine tuning with the caster shims underneath underneath there, where you can change the ride heights.
Now, when you go and do your setups on all this stuff, I mean, do you pretty much keep notes on everything?
Yes, that's why I keep my phone. My phone's got all my notes in there and different setups, and then we also I put all my scale weights in the phone, so it's all saved in there for each car. What track it was, what gear ratio.
So basically, the next time you go to that track, you know kind of where to start with a baseline for that track.
Yep.
And then you don't have to start all over again.
Nope.
And then make finer tweaks as you need be, for whatever reason. If the track changed a little bit or something like that.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference too, especially going when we, like Brandon and I, are going to these tracks, like say in Iowa or Adele or Layton, Iowa. It's kind of nice to have other guys running the car, and we kind of get a little race community going on within Five Star. So we showed up. Brandon and I showed up really late to Layton for that last race, and Craig Ferguson was racing there, and he came over to the pit and says, "Oh man, you got to run these tires. These guys are locked down." And it's like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm not putting them tires on that I was going to put on."
So basically, everybody's kind of willing to help when you do go to the track and you get.
And that's what we're trying to do with anybody that's running the Five Star car. We're trying to help each other to go faster and get to podiums.
Gotcha.
We'll see if I can get that focus. That's our caster blocks there. Adjust your caster individually each side. So these actually get bolted next to the bulkhead.
Yep.
And I would have grabbed a bulkhead, but it's too tall for me to grab. So these just bolt on right in there.
Because I'll admit, doing this and getting into it's actually pretty cool, because everybody thinks that all you got to do is you got to go in a circle and you got to turn left.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt you there.
Nope, go right ahead.
Okay, Brandon's on again. So he's saying caster, camber, roll, center, all the good adjustments needed to be fast. And then Marv Carter has the comment of the day: "I'm going to steal Craig's phone."
Everything is in the phone.
It's like, whoop,
yes, everything is in the phone. Yeah,
that's great. Thanks, Marv. We needed that one. But Brandon's on there. He says, "Sorry guys, had a phone call I had to take. We'll let you off the hook once there." So Brandon and you have done quite a bit of what would you say, setup R&D on this VTB chassis, and
it's been a lot of fun. I mean, Brandon and I have been working really well with each other all summer, and Brandon really opened our eyes. We were doing some practice at Hackberry.
Okay.
And we were doing some practice there with the cars, and I had Lafferty there, aka Goose,
Ninja.
and Ninja, and we were practicing there, and Brandon showed up and says, "Well, you got to try this," and I'm like, "I'll try anything, because right now this thing is a pile of junk." And oh my goodness. We changed some oil and pistons and changed some spring combinations and moved some weight around, and oh my goodness, we found something, night and day difference.
We got a question here. Don, I'm going to butcher this, Rollerson, I believe. Is the battery just taped in?
No. Well, I guess double-sided sticky tape? Is that considered to be? Yes. Yeah.
So with the VTB, there's actually a kit, or part of the kit. You have carbon fiber piece here, and then it's held on with O-rings.
Yep, so we have that.
You can actually slide them back and forth there too. But yeah, I mean, you wanted your weight right there, so that's where you stuck it.
I had to take those out to get the weight where I wanted my front weight percentages. So I had to move the battery farther forward to get the weight percentage that I want. So I took that off and just do the double-sided sticky tape, which I got that from the off-road guys.
Yep.
That's where I got it from. Well, I go, if the off-road guys can do jumpy jumps without the battery coming out, I'll probably say
it's some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. So I do have that in this car. My lefty car, I do not run the double-sided sticky tape. I actually run the battery holders, which you'll see those.
We'll see those. Trevor has a good one for Bob. Bob, you could have chose any color, and you chose pink.
I was in the holiday spirit.
I don't get it.
Is it pink?
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was fuchsia. But
Well, it's red.
It's actually
red.
before we
It's
started
red.
the show. It was kind of funny because I always said my mother-in-law always wants to buy me a pink golf shirt, and here I'm wearing pink
Golf shirt.
golf shirt.
Golf.
Yes, I golf.
You golf? Yes, I do.
Really? You do?
I do.
I didn't know that. I learned something from Bob.
There's
Lots? You try and golf
there's
lots?
few that know about that.
Do you golf with
few?
that pink ball then? Or?
No pink balls.
No pink balls. Derek Sprague. It's not Easter, Bob.
Yes, I know, but it's pink.
Oh, so what do we got here?
This is the 5-star lefty car, or we actually it's in the system as the offset car. We have the standard car also, which is still the standard car is offset just a little bit to the left, but this is the offset or lefty. We kind of nicknamed it the lefty. It is left. It's really offset, so you can really see that.
This is the one I hit last race, right?
Yeah. Okay. I yelled at you too on the video. Did you know that? Did you hear that? It's like, come on,
If you
Bob.
guys ever go, it's on Craig's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube
I might
channel.
have to grab it and throw it on our YouTube channel. Do you know we have a YouTube channel?
Yes, we
YouTube
all
channel.
we all have YouTube channels.
5-Star Hobbies YouTube channel. Go subscribe to it, guys. After 100 likes, drawn for a sweatshirt, 500 Bob's paint job.
And then you can go to Craig Maline's YouTube
Yep.
channel.
Maline
subscribe.
Motorsports.
Yep.
Got how-to videos on there, racing videos from on-road to.
And you'll actually get to see his comment on that race.
Oh, on the
I
last
might
one,
have to
yeah.
grab that off there and edit that and throw it in one of ours.
Yeah,
It's great. I watched. What the hell, Bob?
Yep.
Brandon Heightshoe, you got every car, Bob, laughing my ass off.
I have every car.
Did you
No,
hit,
you
did you hit
hit
the base
everyone.
car?
No, I didn't hit every car.
Brandon says you did.
Oh, well, I don't remember hitting every car.
Yeah, he must have missed the pace car, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't hit the base car. So.
I'll say if I hit every car, I wouldn't have came in fourth. I would.
That's pretty good. Well, if you hit them, they bounce off the track.
Well, yeah, just push them out of the way, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
but
this
anyway,
is
It's our
this,
lefty.
So this is the
Again, B6 kit.
B6 2D
Yeah, B6
car.
2D.
This is actually B6 2D car, conversion kit, lefty version with the flip up cage.
That shows good. Our battery holder.
This shows the battery holder in this one.
And it's got straps on it.
And it has the O-ring straps on it. And this will be the configuration that I will run at the Chili Bowl. So take a peek, I guess. But this car, ever since out of the gate, it's been really good. It is so easy to drive, and I think Bob can attune to that.
Yes,
it is
it is.
so easy to drive, and it's like, well, it's so easy to drive, and it just feels slow. Well, then you go look at the lap times,
Yeah.
and it's like, what? It's like, holy cow!
And it's a car that I found that, I mean, it takes what you give it. I mean,
you can push it.
you
giving
can
it
push
more
it.
and more.
You
Just
can
keep
push
pushing
it.
and pushing
And pushing it and pushing it, and you're just
And
like,
Jared
holy
actually
cow.
got to drive the lefty for the first
Yeah, we
time at
went.
Adele.
Yep. That was. I mean, you went out there and it went around the track.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing is you see guys when they first go out with a either new car or it's their first time driving. You can tell. I mean, they go out there and their car won't even go around the track. Mm-hmm. I took this car, Craig's setup, not mine, and literally just went around the track. I mean, it works that well.
Well, let's put it this way, because like the last race we were at, I had just finished Mud Boss, and I had to go into the B main, and I was a little frustrated from the Mud Boss class.
Oh, was you?
Yeah. And Craig was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I'm still a little frustrated from the Mud Boss race." And he's like, "Well, go out there and drive angry." And you know what? I did.
And you got into the A.
And I got into the A. Yeah, I came in second on the B, and then made it into the A. And you can. I mean, I was like shocked. You can push it.
And I think even like Bob. I mean, not to dish Bob or anything like that, but it was just his first time running
Yeah, oh,
the
yeah,
oval,
definitely.
with a mod car. sprint car, and he made the transfer from the B main, bumped to the A main, was running third in the A main, and just got in a couple tangle ups with, I don't know, I think it was me a couple of times.
Yeah.
What the hell, Bob?
Yeah,
I was
Bob.
trying. Well,
And
Why'd you mess it up?
going for it.
and he ended up, he still got fourth, but
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm trying to my point is that those are our best selling points that we have for our car, the lefty car, is
It's
that
amazing.
it's easy to drive as long as you put the setup on it.
Got a couple things here. Marv Carter, could you give me one more close up? Thanks.
Sure.
Of us?
I think he was talking about the car.
Oh, okay.
I think,
All right.
Pink hoodie.
The pink hoodie.
Pink
so,
hoodie.
Yep, Marv says one more close up.
Pause.
LSX Matt says, does the body clear the spur gear or is it cut out?
No, this is the Stalker race body. So on the Stalker race body,
it comes out.
it's already pre-formed in the body from Stalker. So it's already pre-named there, so the pinion gear and the spur gear don't hit.
Now,
on
if
this-
you're
on this
running like
body.
the Checkworks Knoxville one, it will come close to that spur gear, and I believe it's actually on one of your channels or one of your
yeah, I have a
one of your
YouTube channel.
videos. Yeah, one of your videos. Basically, you kind of just take and go along at an angle and just kind of take that and bend it, and
So
so,
this is-
it doesn't hit.
This is, what would you say, probably one of the most popular side panels by Custom Works, right? So if I'm going to take this and put on that lefty, what am I going to have to do?
Well, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a how-to video on how to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm on my own show right now. We went over this before the show.
I know,
When I
I
ask
know.
you the
It's
question, you just answer
It's basically if you're using either the Chuckworks or the AFX flat panels, it's best to take that. It's just basically right here. You're just gonna go at an angle and you're just gonna bend it.
Or another thing you can do is put a body post here on a body post right here, and have a little body post and have it stick out, and then that will flare out the Custom Works body panel that Jared just showed you guys. It'll flare that out, and it will not hit the pinion or the the spur gear. That's the easiest way to do it. Just a
There you
little
go.
body post, probably I think it's like 3/8 of an inch long. And it
That's a
connects
good
to the
idea.
fan, and then
I
that
never
works really
thought of
well.
that, actually.
Okay, so I got a couple of things I'm getting behind here on. Is it the video or is the top wing shoed on the left side wind board?
Right.
I don't know.
Skewed?
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 That's probably from rolling it.
That's probably from a wreck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
this
think that's
my
what you
wing's
meant.
kind of
Skewed?
broke here a little bit. It's
Yeah.
kind of broke.
Okay, so
Needs
just,
a little bit of.
Little
It's
bit of
broke
love.
on this side. It's broke on this side. It's
Awesome.
this one's from Bob. That one's from Bob.
yeah.
You messed it up, Bob.
I messed them all up.
Yeah, I'll probably have to put a new wing on it.
All right, so Doug asked part number for late model and sprint.
7,000.
Right there, right. Okay, that's SC mod.
Here? No.
Further over
Yeah.
that way.
You guys are making us work today.
Yeah. Well, we'll grab the bags here. We got a late model
But
and
it
a
is
lefty.
the offset chassis is the one for the lefty on
Yeah,
the
it's
website.
called offset. There's the offset and standard. The standard is the more centered one, but not directly centered.
Oh yeah, and
Is
you
there-
can also show those too.
Yep. So this is the late model, part number 12300.
Oh, I was way off. Wasn't even close.
Something like that. I don't know if it's gonna focus. 12300. If you go on our website, on the left, click on AFX, and you click on late model. You'll see the kit in there, guys.
That's the late
this
model
is
there.
Late model, and then you got the lefty there. What's that say for part number? Like 10,001 or something.
Yeah, it's 10001 kit.
There you go.
And these do
So-
have the adjust. As far as the display purposes, they do have the adjustable rear
Actually,
arms.
yeah.
So you need those as well.
Well, thanks for bringing that up. So, remember that part where I ask you a question and we act like we've never talked about it?
Okay.
So, what are the rear adjustable arms for?
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, sure. A quick fix. Basically, to do rear toe. just kind of like a late model or modified.
Now-
to make they have rear steer in the car to make the car turn better.
I guess my question is for some of the people that have had a B6.1 or 6.2, I know you can adjust the toe per pills.
Yes, you can.
What is the advantage for the arm compared to the pills? The fact that you can adjust it more?
Easier?
Well, you can. Some people do that. Some people will use the pills in the C block and the D block to help get more toe in or toe out
Okay.
of the car. But I don't really do that. I usually pretty much leave my
Pills per the kit setup?
pretty much like that. But then I have plenty of rear steer in the car just the way the arms come. I don't think there's really necessary to do that. But yeah, there are people that do that.
Because, I mean, I've noticed, just looking at a lot of people's sprint cars and so on and so forth, I mean, basically the rear tires look wonky. I mean, because you're just like,
Rear steer.
that doesn't look right.
Well, yeah,
Just like-
my
but
lefty
I'm
car,
like,
when it goes down the straightaway, I got right trim in the car just to
keep
make
it-
it go straight.
Gotcha.
Because there's a lot of rear steer in the car.
Okay.
This is the late model.
So basically,
this is the late
you
model
would,
version.
the advantage of those arms is you would get more rear toe.
So
It makes the car
toe
rotate
in,
better.
toe out.
Rotate,
You can
okay.
have one in, one out. So I mean, general thinking here. Toe in gives you drive off, but robs you of speed. And I'm thinking like when you talk basic, you'd find an old.
Too
this-
much, yeah,
This,
when you
this
get-
shows us how our age here when you'd see it in the RC car action, and they talk about tech tips for the week. So
Oh, yep.
toe in basically going to give you drive off, but too much can rob you of speed, and toe out's going to make it
Correct.
a little more loose and.
Now that I do know from off-road racing.
Yeah,
because
off road, you turn them in, you get a lot of forward bite.
you get a lot of forward bite, but if you go over that certain limit, you're kind of hurting yourself more.
So I'm falling behind here. I saw Soltow had one there and it just disappeared. His was saying with all the different things we offer, you have the AFX, BBE chassis, all the different models. How do we steer the customer towards the right one?
That's a good question.
That's a good one.
There's I can think of a couple things. One is price. We've got one called the BBE Chevette. That's going to use a lot more of the B6 parts rather than us making parts. So that one is $169 for that kit. And actually, I'll kind of spoil the surprise. We're going to have those on sale at the Chili Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So those are going to be, you're going to think we're crazy because they're going to be cheaper.
Nice.
So we'll have
Good
them
call.
out there.
Yeah.
So even a year ago, people were saying, don't run a lefty chassis unless it's a high bite track.
Yeah, they're still saying that.
They're still saying that. What do you say
Really?
to that?
I think there's probably
Yeah,
Wait.
you need to be on a lefty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be on a lefty. There's, a year ago, I remember there was one guy at the Chili Bowl that literally changed his chassis in between one of the qualifying rounds from the standard to the lefty.
Yep.
And everybody thought he was nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, lefty guys, we sell for every kit that we sell of our VTB Sprint. I'm going to say it's 6 or 8 to 1 lefty to standard.
Yeah.
And that's probably off by a few numbers there, but that gives you an idea. Let's see. I did miss one from Chuck, and he says that we need to get that sound bite of what the hell, Bob, to put on here. So
that's messed up.
What is it? Yeah, that's messed up. Like a rim shot there. So yeah, that's actually a good one. We're gonna work on that. We'll get that. That's messed up. But that
That's
one,
messed up.
that one looks much better when you can see the look on each of our faces.
I think the next show will.
Needs to be a GIF or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a meme made already.
Oh, really?
So
Haven't seen that yet.
it's pretty good. One of the
We'll have to find that.
one of the workers here
Yeah.
worked on that,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Owen?
it actually it came out really good. It's funny.
So then Trevor has asked some questions, and he asked another one here. Anyone know why my dad's F-250 is clicking?
Trevor.
Bob's,
It's not an auto mechanic show. I'm not about to even get into that.
What is that, Mr. Mechanic?
Yeah.
We're not on KFAB.
Yeah, because Trevor's on here too, and he
I can
said,
answer that question for him.
he said, "Hey, it's a Ford."
No,
It's a Ford.
no, no.
Hey, Bob, I just want to let you know that pink is not you, the man.
I've offered to fix.
What'd Brian say?
I've offered to fix
Such the hate
his
on
Chevy
pink.
before. I was going to put an oval sticker on it.
Oh, jeez.
What'd you say? Brian said something?
Brian's son over there on the one behind that?
Don, Doug, Brian. I have an AFX B62 conversion slider for sale. So do I, Brian.
Yeah. We got a bunch of them.
So do I. I mean,
Here we got actually a couple good questions here. In
That's a good
oval,
question.
you all still running floating pistons, bladders, or dead shock?
that
Yes, to every single one of those.
Yes to every single one.
Yes, every one of them.
So floating pistons, what are those, Craig?
Floating pistons are basically, we have a piston inside the shock that goes up and down, and then we actually put a screw in there, and it's like a completely sealed shock. And it's funny, I forget. I think it was Garrett one time asked me how often I build my shocks. And when we were running the floating pistons, like on the B5's cars all the time, I said, well, I'd build them before the Chili Bowl, and then before the Chili Bowl the next year, I'd build them again.
okay?
They are that good. And yes, they are a dead shock. The floating pistons are dead shocks. When we first made the videos to how to build the floating piston shocks, we had different springs in them, and they actually would come in and out. And then a lot of people, even in the off-road, people would say, "Hey, you need to make a dead shock." So we put in a softer spring in the floating piston shocks, and where they're dead shocks. So you push them in, and they just stay in.
They don't. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And my 360 car, I run floating pistons on that car.
Now, when you run the floating pistons, like let's say you're going to put them on your lefty here, okay? You actually have to run different shock bodies in the front, right?
You run different shock bodies in the front.
Taller ones?
The 31 shock bodies. And then you also have to buy the taller shock towers from us. So to be able to do
the
that.
rear ones, do you use the stock bodies that come with the kit?
It's
31s? I can't remember if it is.
no, the
rears, I think, are
27s and a half
yeah.
now, but you
So
have to put 31s.
So all four of them
all
get
four
the
31s.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to have room for that piston in there. That's why you have to run the 31 shock bodies.
So it almost kind of sounds like a dead shock is almost kind of like an emulsion build, and to an extent.
So the bladder, I do not run any bladders in my regular shock. So like my lefty car, I'm running 23 bodies all the way around, all four. Sorry, I'm looking down. That's where the car is. It helps me.
He's got numbers on them too.
But yeah, running 23 millimeter shock bodies with the 21 millimeter shafts, and no bladders in them. Spencer Revkin from Associated Driver has a fantastic video on how to build them shocks. So I recommend going to see the team driver for him.
So, okay, that was a good question there.
Shameless plug for a YouTube page there.
We have a YouTube page, 5 Star Hobbies.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Go subscribe.
Go subscribe.
Every single person that goes and subscribes, likes right now, whatever you want to call it, do it. Craig will give another speed secret.
There you go.
Hurry up. We'll be here. Just go ahead and go
Because
over there.
that was actually a really good question. I did
That's a
wonder
good
about how often you should be rebuilding your shocks on these.
Well, what's nice about the floating pistons on a floating piston, how do you know when to rebuild that shock? Well, when you rebuild that shock, you put the screw in there and it's sealed. And you don't use the bleeder screw on the top of the shock.
cap.
On
That's
the
just
cap.
open.
Okay.
It's open. So basically what happens is when on a floating piston shock, if you see oil like coming out of that bleeder screw,
Okay.
that's when you need to rebuild that shock.
Do you have to replace that
Hope you guys
O-ring
are
on the
listening.
piston then?
There's an O-ring in there. Sometimes you can just replace the O-ring, or sometimes you just need to
reseal it.
reseal it with green slime and just reseal it.
Okay, I got a couple more questions here. Brandon says rear arms are way more adjustable than stock set. Definitely. Marv says I'll subscribe for a pink sweatshirt. And
If you want pink, we'll get you pink.
You gotta get 100.
You gotta get 100. We're almost there, guys.
Followers.
so how do you know the perfect setup? We'll just leave it at that. No, I'm just kidding. How do you know the perfect setup between the left rear and right rear toe in and out?
Track conditions. So basically, when I go to a new track, a Dale, Layton, Fast Lane, any of those tracks, basically it's 6 and 4, 4 and 3, or 6 and 0, or 4 and 0. Those are pretty much my go-to where I just start off from.
Those are in your phone?
Those are in the phone.
Okay.
They're now on YouTube.
That too.
But yeah, 6 and 4. So basically that would be 6 in and 4 out on the right rear. That's usually the best starting point to start from there. And then, like 6 and 4, 4 and 3, 6 and 0, or 4 and 0.
Okay, we got another one here. Which rear pills do you run in the VTB?
Rear pills. The C block and the D block. The D block I run centered, and then the C block I run one down middle.
Okay.
Okay. I got that. I know what that means.
That's the answer.
Yep.
I got one I can answer.
Oh, what?
Hold on. Brian Zimmerman, y'all going to have any chassis to convert using the X-ray donor? Nope.
Ouch.
X-ray donor. X-ray.
Yeah, X-ray. Sorry, guys. We got the Associated going.
This
and
is not England.
Yeah, basically your Team Associated is probably the more popular, the most popular.
Yeah, the reason why we did the Associate was just the main reason why we did the Associate was the parts available anywhere you go. I mean,
across the country.
Yeah.
And it's such the platform of the Associated car, what is it? 7, 8-time world championship.
Yeah, it's a pretty down
Well,
platform.
and to give you an example here, we're an Associated dealer. We're an X-ray dealer. We have 2 X-ray parts here, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, there's other hobby stores
So
that
you're
obviously have more.
saying that you're probably not going to make one for a Durango?
So you're saying there's a chance to make one?
No. For a Durango. That's actually, Durango is a great example of why not to.
Yes.
Jake Carter, ride height ?
Ooh.
Oh, indoor, outdoor.
Indoor or outdoor, Jake? We'll kill time here a little bit. Or is it so would indoor be high bite and outdoor be loose dirt?
Pretty much that's what we usually
Is
All right, let's go with that. How about that?
So outdoor usually run like 17, 18, 19, 20. So 17 on the left front, 18 on the right front. 17, 18, 19, 20, yep.
17, 18, Chili Bowl style track, he says.
And then high bite
everybody's trying to get
would
ready for the
be
Chili Bowl.
14, 15, 16, 17.
14, 15, 16, 17. So you lower it, get your center of gravity down. And
Yep,
have
you have
more
to,
corner
well, you have to
speed.
lower it down because, you got to get the roll center down because you have more bite
Okay.
and you don't want the traction roll and flip.
Right over. All right, ride height, Chili Bowl style track. Chili Bowl, Scotty changed the track last year. He did a really good job. People wanted a loose dirt track. And, it grooved up a little bit, but they were tearing that track apart and redoing it. I don't know how many, every 4, 5, 6 heat races or something. Maybe it's more than that, but they tore up that track a lot that week. So
Yeah, so on that loose dirt track, and trying to get more traction, whatever, the car gets higher. Off-road, outdoors.
Yep.
What are you
Give it
guys
more.
running for outdoors? What,
Yep.
22, 20,
Yep,
24?
and then depending. I mean, of course, there are times that you got to lower down the higher bite you got because you still need it. As far as for cornering and stuff.
Yep. Loose dirt, raise the car up. High bite, lower the car.
Yep.
Pat Treaty says, like the pink jacket, 2XL. All right. Since you're going to be at one of our job sites for probably the next week or 2 or 3 or something, we'll meet you there with one, Pat. I
Yep.
got it for you.
Hey, we're just trying to
that's Pat
display that
Treat.
we have every color available. So even if
Mine's blue.
No camouflage.
everything you wear is blue.
No camouflage.
Yeah, no camo.
No camo. No camo.
But so if you're looking for that special something for your significant other, we have pink.
All right. We have pink. We do. How you doing over there? You got some comments going?
Basically, Bob, it brings down the color of your eyes out. Mark
Zitzelberger, hey.
Zitzelberger says, nice cape.
Nice cape. I got
Nice
it.
cape.
I got it.
He has
my
a mask.
donkey.
He has a
Got my-
mask to match it.
I lost my mask.
Yeah, it's down there. You can't lose
Yeah,
it.
here it is.
I
And
wonder if Sherry's still watching. She probably doesn't want you to put that on.
Nah, I'll wear it tonight home.
Oh, no, we
Hey,
don't
Jason.
need to know about that.
Jason Scheffler, he's in Norfolk. Sorry.
Norfolk.
But, yeah.
Canada.
And he said, and yes, the welding and ideas are regrouping as well, but am really interested in the fast stuff. Well, Jason, hit me up if you're really interested in the fast
So are we.
stuff.
Buy a lefty.
Yep.
Buy a lefty, buy a drag car. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Late model.
Get out on the track.
Get out on
That's
the
what you
track.
need.
Yeah, there you go.
I will say that 2020 has been crazy. I mean, we've been, we've been able to do some races. Even we had the COVID, the pandemic, but we've been doing a lot of stuff with the fifth scale stuff.
Fifth scale,
down
quarter
at Outlaw
scale.
Speedway. Running the quarter scale stuff. That's for Cynthia. And
Quarter scale.
Yep.
And we've been doing really well. I mean, the version kit that we had for the fifth scale, we ran really well with that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. If you don't,
I'll be
thanks for
running one of
bringing-
those.
Yeah, Bob's building one. You built one. Fifth scale sprint car. The last, yeah. Actually, we need to bring one of them cars on next time. We'll have it.
I wasn't going to bring it. It was going to be too big. I didn't want to.
It's a monster.
So, fifth scale sprint car. The last race you went out there, and how would you describe it? You put on a clinic. You killed them. You what? How would you? So
That car
that car was
up.
incredible.
Car was up.
No, that thing was fun to watch. I mean, it was. So a lot of them guys in the fifth scale sprint cars, what I've noticed, they go in, they pitch it in and try and slide it around, and your car looked like a lefty.
Oh,
It just
yeah.
went in and went around the
Yeah,
turn.
it was really hooked up. I hit the track came to me that night. The track came to me really good, and then the setup was good. And
And you have rear adjustable arms on that too.
I have rear adjustable arms on
Yep,
that. And we also, for that race there, we actually put wing stiffeners on the
okay.
on the five star hobby wings
Yep.
conversion kit. We put stiffer wings on there, and that made a huge difference and really made the car get a lot more bite, more left side weight in the corner with the wind hitting it on
Now-
the top wing.
In that class, it seems from watching, you run faster if you have 4 shocks.
Yes, you got to have four shocks. Yes, in that car. I've tried running 3 shocks. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Go back a couple episodes, guys, if you want to see the rest of that.
Yeah.
What the hell,
Chief
Bob?
3 shock over here.
Jason, is there any ideas or racing with the 1/7 scale like UDRs? Probably not in oval currently.
No.
No.
And unfortunately, even with off-road racing, the 1/7 is there's not a lot of it out there. Basically, if you wanted to do anything as far as even off-road, you do short course, but short course is kind of fallen off around here.
Even short course mod seems to have fallen off.
Yeah, it has big time. But basically, the most popular. I mean, you can't go wrong with anything that 10 scale oval as far as the sprint or late model car, because those will always be around.
Yep.
And then
Midwest mod too.
in Midwest mod,
I feel like open wheel.
off road. Your best bet in off road is always, without a doubt, a 10 scale 2-wheel drive buggy or a 10 scale 4-wheel drive buggy. They are everywhere. I mean, those two classes never go away. So I hope that answers your question. And there's also mod and stock classes in those too, if you are interested. Like if you wanted to start
My buddy killed him.
Just
start in stock and then move up to mod, or if you want to go to mod and just go all out. Yeah,
Let's
you can do
see.
that too.
Mike Kelm says, "Hey, buddy, Craig,
Hey, Kel.
Trevor, which live is Bob looking at? There's 3 of them. Okay, on the Facebook page. You mean that's the 5 Star Hobbies Raceway page? I think that's what
I'm
you
on the
mean.
Raceway page.
He's on the Raceway. I'm on the
Jared's got all the other stuff because I can't multitask.
I'm on the BBE and AFX page, and then there's the Five Star Outdoor Power and Hobbies page that we're on too. Actually, there's a fourth
Okay.
one, Rudis, and I haven't even been checking that one.
And Jason said, "Yep, I am building a 1/8 4x4 buggy. 1/8 scale buggy is also a very popular class, more so for the winter series. But yeah, that's currently going on right now.
I'm trying to find our other page here. I'm not doing a good job with that. See if there's anything on there. I can do that while Craig answers another question.
Okay.
Brian says, speaking of peels,
Pills.
Pills.
pills. Okay,
Pills.
thank you.
Okay.
Speaking of pills,
Messed that up.
Yeah, I was reading it. PEALS.
I'm running 0 anti-squat.
Okay, hold on. They don't know the question. They can't see it.
Oh, sorry.
I have to say it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I actually
Sorry.
say it, and then I pretend.
I'm
Okay.
just a guess.
All
I don't know
right.
what it is.
Speaking of pills, can you touch on when is best to run lots of anti-squat versus less?
I pretty much run 0 anti-squat. I run the centered in the D block and the one down in the center in the front, and I don't really mess with it. I just leave it there and don't change it. Whether it's indoor or outdoor, that's where I leave it. That's where I've found to be the best.
I think the anti-squat comes more into play when you're doing jumping, and like if you need that dig off of a jump when you're trying to scrub a jump. It plays a big part as far as like what you're trying to get a car to do on something like that.
You guys are doing a lot more like starting and stopping.
Yeah,
than
and like
we are, but
I mean, like, you're not jumping a sprint car, which is,
Unless
if you
you're racing
are,
a Bob.
if you are, you're doing something wrong.
Okay, we got a couple things to hit on the Rudis. I know we're going kind of long here, guys, but first off, Jody Baker Moore. I don't know who that is. You guys know her? No. Do you? No. Yeah, I might be related.
Yeah.
Do you make remote control motorcycles? No, you already have like 2 or 3 real ones. Can't you use one of those? Anyways, let's see. On the Rudis page here, I'm bringing up some stuff. Looks like we got some guys in here.
No, there's a question for Craig.
We could have special guest Julia Gulia. Reaction time tips. I think that meant with.
Yep.
Kind of like peels.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Do you guys? Okay, this is on the Rudis page. So back to the drag racing. Sorry, guys, we're backing up here. Yeah. Do you guys have a drag track question mark, or a drag race schedule? Yes and yes. So the drag track MVAD series, the Mo Valley Airport Drag Series up in Missouri Valley, Iowa. We will come out with a schedule here later on next year, which is 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
We'll come out with that schedule. 132 feet. It's an old airport. It's a private airport that we run on. We have a timing system. I can't remember which one it's called. It's the most common one, but it's got everything. It's just like a time. We got your 6 foot time. You got your trap speed. We can run bracket racing. We also have we do prep days and no prep days. So yeah, we do have a track. We'll have a schedule coming out. Stay tuned to our Facebook pages.
No Winter Nationals out there? Or?
Winter Nationals? We could try.
Paddles and skis.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be, that'd
This
be
one,
cold.
Might be a little icy.
Here we
Yeah.
go. This one's from Trevor. This is a question for Craig. I've seen quite a few guys on oval Sunday grinding down tires. What's the advantage of that over running primes? I figured just get primes because they're already ball, but I don't know.
I run
That's
the primes.
a great
That's
question.
what I run. I don't know. Some people think that grinding the tires down bite a little bit better, but I just like the primes just because they're a little thicker tread. I get a little bit longer wear out of them. That's in just a lot less work. I don't have to do anything with them.
I will tell you, Trevor, the last race, brand new set of primes. Go.
They just work right out of the
just
box. You don't have to do anything. with
Okay,
them.
so here's Don asked a question kind of related to that. well, he's a statement that I'll turn into a sentence or a question.
Mark, exclamation point.
Traction compound favorite or break-in tire process?
Yeah.
Like PB Blaster or etc. What do you have to say about PB Blaster?
I despise PB Blaster.
I don't use PB Blaster either.
I know. I know a lot of the off-road guys use them up at the Plex. They use PB Blaster a lot, and you know, you can tell the track's slimy with it when it's out there when you're running. So, but
it really breaks down your tires fast.
So why do they use it? Do you think? I mean, so it makes the track slimy, but is it helping them?
Yeah, it just makes the tires basically a one-run tire or one weekend tire, and it makes them so soft that they just bite so hard. But I use liquid wrench, Papa Willys, and SXT. Those are pretty much my three to go to.
Papa Willys and SXT we got here at the store. We carry them all the time. Let's see, and he says compound favorite. You did that break-in tire process.
Well, like I mentioned, like this last race, I mean, literally, I pulled a brand new set of primes out of the package and I put them on, and I put a little bit. I use SXT as well. I put a little SXT on them. That was it.
That was it.
I mean, that was it.
No break-in, no grinding.
After the first heat, take them back in, clean them off, put a little more SXT on them, ready for the next race. That's all I did. Now, like off-road racing, that's a different story. I have a couple different ways of breaking in tires. It can, basically go into, burning half the tire off again, like most people do. But I'm not a big fan of the PB Blast or anything. I've always used pretty much an SXT. And then as far as like cleaning them, I'll either use, believe it or not, glass cleaner or Simple Green.
I use water.
Yep.
So
And
the
it's
glass
basically-
cleaner, do you like spray an aerosol on it, or do you spray it
Yeah,
with
basically
water?
I just bring. I got a can of glass cleaner, spray them, wipe them down. I don't ever use anything to, I've never like the scrub tank or anything. I'll use a wipe down and then reapply my.
I have a little tire bucket. I just scrape them down. I used to use water. No Simple Green, no nothing like that.
Brandon's got a good tip here. I grind my old outdoor tires.
So that's
so
usually
you
what a lot of people do.
Grind them and then take them inside and run them.
Yeah, so we run them. We run them outdoors, and then they get, they kind of get balled depending on what tracks
Pretty
you're going
much.
to. If they're blue goo tracks or whatever, they get balled, and then you just come indoors and you run them in there. So they just you're just getting a double season use out of them, I think.
So going back where Jody says, do you make remote control motorcycles? I guess we could do drag motorcycles.
They do have
Throw a 2.2
remote
foam
control
on the back or
motorcycles.
something.
I guess you could. I guess
What do you think, Craig?
we're not getting into that now.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
but I
mind.
think it's I'll have to come back to it. But
perfect.
there is a drag bike that's made, RC drag bike.
There's no other RC drag companies besides Rudis, right?
Nope.
Okay.
But we had a lot of the 5 Star drivers and team drivers. We went a lot of places this summer. We went to Checkered Flag, we went to Jensen's track, we went to Adele, we went to Layton. I think Phil and Brandon went to Illinois. We went to Fast Lane down in Kansas City. So we did do a little bit of traveling
Quite a few
and hit
places.
quite a few tracks.
yeah.
Even with the COVID going on, we were able to get out and do some more racings.
That's awesome.
We really want to. Brandon and I are really chomping the bit. We want to go to Island Speedway in Muscatine, Iowa. We really want to go over there and see those guys and do some racing over there. Hang out with Tony Mitchell, and he got a new lefty car, and he's pretty happy
He's
with
been
it
doing
so far.
pretty good over there
He's been
with
doing
it.
really well with it. And then we got Nate Sutherland. He's going to start running a late model and lefty car. They're going to come down Saturday. They're going to spend the night at the house on
Yeah, they'll
Saturday.
be there
and,
at the Plex on Sunday.
Yep, we're going to be there. Do some racing on Sunday. But like I said, the car this year has been really well. We've learned a lot with the lefty car and the conversion, and it's making some noise. It really is. It's making some noise out at the racetrack. So
It's honestly, from what I've seen from you guys going to run this, you guys that run it a lot, it's almost a letdown if one of you don't come back with a win. It's to that point. You guys have this car running so good. If you come back and no one won that race, it's I said not. I don't know if letdown is the right word, but not happy.
Yeah, we're definitely in the definitely competitive and in the hunt. That's for sure.
You really messed up.
What the hell, Bob?
Well, we went to Adele and Lafley ran really well with this car. He finished second and at Adele
right behind the captain,
right behind me. So
Top Gun.
That was a fun race to watch.
And
I think that same race in that feature, the A main, Brandon reset the track record.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we had AFX in 1 and 2, and another AFX car that I think he ran into some squirrels out there or something. And other than that, I mean, he had set the track record again, and he might have broke your record at that time, I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the cars are really, really, really fun, really fast, and easy to drive.
Yeah,
easy to drive.
They really are.
Maybe if you're not opposed to coming on the show again, maybe we can get you and Brandon here.
That'd
be good.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Brandon, you up to it? Are you still there?
We're gonna need a bigger table.
I don't know. He probably fell asleep already.
Well, he asked a message or asked a question on here 5 minutes ago. So unless he falls asleep really easily,
I don't know. He's probably watching the drag racing from Tulsa. He watches that episode all the time.
The Street Outlaws.
Street Outlaws, yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a great show. We had a lot of questions there. Thank you guys. We'll try and do some more of that. We'll try and get I'm sure we can talk Craig coming back on.
Yeah, we know where he lives.
Yeah, we know where he lives. We know where he works. We know.
Yeah.
Sherry, you're welcome for getting him out of the house. No.
Got a little quiet time.
She was happy to get me out of the house.
So, no, that was great.
You guys, you guys all had great questions tonight.
Yeah.
And
that's what we want to do at these shows, guys. We want the participation. We want to have these questions. So Brandon says yes, that would be cool. Brandon, we will hold you to that. We won't forget. Mm-hmm. What the hell, Bob?
We'll even give you a pink hoodie to wear.
Yeah, pink hoodie.
Yeah,
all right.
He don't care.
Blue.
I think next time we all just wear pink. Everybody wears
all
pink.
All right. Pink it is.
Nope, not wearing pink. I want an orange one.
Nope, no orange.
No orange. Well, it probably looks the same to Jared.
So. Yeah. Mine's kind of orange.
No.
Okay, well, cool. Didn't find the show till near the end. When is the next one scheduled? We try and go every 2 weeks, but with the holidays in here, we'll see where that falls. Keep watching our Facebook pages. We usually go about a week, 5-7 days in advance. We let you know when the shows are.
And make sure to go to 5 Star Hobbies on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, and 100. Once we get to 100, free hoodie giveaway. 500, Bob's Body Shop body.
And then
I know we can get there. It's been going up.
And every
it's increased. So
every 100 we're going to give away something.
Yeah.
Brandon says no mask or cape for the fast guy. So it'll be better in a mask or a cape.
And I'm thinking
I got some ideas we can do.
All right, that works.
Yeah, as far as everything increasing and how well the page is doing, I've definitely got some ideas. I'm going to converse with these guys over the summer too. So we'll make it interesting.
Definitely.
It's definitely not going to be boring, and there's going to be some cool things coming up.
Yep, we'll have some. We got some pretty big news. Also, we want to get another show in before the Chili Bowl, and then while we're at the Chili Bowl, I think we're going to plan on doing some shows there.
Show live.
We'll try and do something live at there. It gets kind of noisy.
Maybe down to Chili Bowl?
I won't be able to make it this year.
Oh, all right.
But my goal is to definitely be there next year.
Okay.
Yep.
You can come visit.
Yeah, maybe.
You might have to. We'll have to do a show.
Yeah, we may. Oh, sorry, I gotta go do a show. Oklahoma. I'll be back.
Sorry,
Monday.
Arnie.
Just down the road.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Dog?
nope, that was great.
Tim Dog.
Oh.
What the hell, Bob?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's messed up.
I thought you were your dog.
And we were thinking about it, but they didn't. They went south.
Oh,
so,
that didn't pan out.
All right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Next time.
Yep.
No, great. Thanks
yeah.
for coming on, Craig.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you
Thank
check out our YouTube page, 5 Star Hobbies YouTube page. Then check out our Facebook pages. We got 5 Star Outdoor Power and Hobbies. We have the BBEAFX page. We have the Rudis Motorsports page and the 5 Star Raceway page.
Maybe
So,
one day we'll focus on one of those.
But for now, it just
But,
makes
yeah.
our show longer.
yeah.
But
It's
we're
awesome.
go ahead and rewind now so you can catch all that. Go ahead. What is
Yeah,
that? We don't have a rewind
we don't have a
sound.
rewind button.
Do you want to hit any more of that before we
Nah, I'm
leave?
good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Make
Well,
sure everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas, Happy New Year. Watch our page. We'll let you know when the next show is.
Thanks,
Sound
guys.
good?
Sounds great. Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.